Between fatherhood, a full-time job, and a husband, and the relentless pursuit of the Boston qualifier, I find myself negotiating with time itself. At the age of 38, I know I'm only getting older and that this goal could be slipping further and further away. But as I get older, I'm learning that endurance is not merely physical, it is philosophical testament to the limits that I choose to transcend. This road to Boston doesn't care about my obligations. It doesn't care that I have to be at work at 7, that I need to get this 14-mile done in before 6:20. It doesn't care that I have practice with kids 5 days a week. It doesn't care that I'm about to be a father. It doesn't care that I have a full-time job and games on the weekends that I have to coach. It doesn't care about any of that. But yet, in the face of impossible, I seek meaning in every step. This is about more than just a unicorn medal. It's a profound declaration of who I am, proving that passion can coexist with responsibility, and that the human spirit can rise above any barrier. Every morning, the dark and quiet bring a familiar test. It's monotony, it's the early miles, it's the same roads over and over, same fatigue. Training for Boston isn't just about one great run. It's about the discipline to push forward even when physical and mental breakdowns tempt me to stop. That's why this is the impossible. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It has been a long time, and here we have made it again, which means it's another marathon build. If you are new here, my name is Charles Mantigi. I am a 38-year-old father of 3, about to be 4 here in probably a week. And I am a marathoner. I run marathons, I run half marathons. I started running back in 2017. My wife was training for a marathon whenever I first met her, and a few years later it just kind of like sparked the inspiration to want to try it, and I've been hooked ever since. My background doesn't really reflect much long distance stuff. I played football and soccer pretty much growing up, and ended up also running track as well, but I only went up to 400 meters. I was more of a sprinter. You wouldn't catch me dead going anything more than 2 laps. And yet here we are. It took me a very long time just to hit sub 4. I think it took me 4 tries. My first marathon, I ended up running a 4:57, and then ran the next marathon a year later, ran a 4:36, and then a year later ended up running a 4:16. And then I took a couple years off to focus more on half marathon to try to get myself down to like a 1:30, so I can kind of help myself out. And then ended up, I think 2022 or 2019, maybe 2022. Yeah, 2022 ended up running OKC Memorial Marathon and ended up finally hitting a 3:54. And then 2023, I was going to run CIM, but I got COVID. So then 2024, I ended up running CIM and hit a 3:14. And then in 2025, I ended up running Eugene in April and ended up hitting a 3:14. And then this year, in January, I ran a 3:01 at Houston, and which is probably one of the best tracks. If you're going to try to do a sub 3, I think that's probably it. And then I did a quick turnover and ended up running a 3:05 at Eugene again in April. So no setback, just it was a quick turnover. My body wasn't ready for it, but it was a learning experience. Obviously, I learned so much from 2017 to now, whether it's taking it easy, your easy days easy, hard days hard, doing my own research, educating myself, Luke Humphreys or pace calculator, or using Hal Higdon's methods, or even the Phil Maffetone, trying to keep my heart rate low when I run, and just going out there and enjoying my runs, trying not to exert myself. When I started back in 2017, I probably could have done really well, but we didn't have the access to a lot of the resources that you see now, the content creators, all this runfluencer stuff didn't really pop off until after COVID. And we didn't really have that stuff going into 2020. And so it was kind of like I shot myself in the foot from the beginning. Had I took it easy and did the easy approach, I probably would have already achieved my goal of qualifying for Boston a long time ago. So right now we are currently training for the Indy Monumental Marathon in Indianapolis, which I'm really, really, really excited for. And this is going to be hopefully my ticket to not only Boston, but also punching that sub 3. I do have a coach. I've had a coach for the last 2 marathons. Once I hit 3:14, I knew I was like, I'm gonna really need some help. So he helped push me from a 3:14 down to a 3:01, which is still amazing. And yeah, that's what we're trying to do. So if you're trying to look for either inspiration, or you have questions, or you just need to relate to something, this is probably it. As a father of 4, somebody who is about to be a father of 4, and a husband, and someone who has a full-time job working out in this heat right now, which, I mean, we're in over 100 degrees every single day, and the feel like temps are going to be in the 105s to 108s every single day. It's really busy. I also coach. I coach all 3 of my kids. I coach my son, who's 11, in football, soccer, and basketball, and I coach same thing for my 8-year-old, and now my 4-year-old is now playing soccer, so I'm coaching them Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 7 to 8:30. It's football, coaching football. Tuesdays and Thursdays is going to be coaching soccer, and eventually it's also going to be soccer and flag football for both of my kids. So it's just going to be a very, very, very overwhelming, busy life. And then Saturdays and Sundays you'll have football games, soccer games, and of course I got to try to get my long runs in. A lot of my runs that I do are early in the morning. I got to get up around 4:10, 4:20 and try to knock out my runs as fast as I can. Try to get them done by 6 o'clock if I can, so that way I can hurry up and get ready to be at work by 7. And yeah, now we also have, school's about to start up. So it's going to be a very, very busy life. See if we can pull this off. So if you guys would like to follow me, hit that subscribe button. Also, you guys can find me on Strava, and you can also find me on Instagram as well. Right now, we're currently at week 3. And also I'm also going to college as well. So yay, so I can become a teacher. What else do I want to do? I don't know. It's going to be a very busy life. And if you guys are curious as to how this is going to turn out, let me know, because I'm in it for the long haul. I'm not just in it to run a sub 3. I want to blast and blow that door wide open and qualify for Boston, which I know I'm probably going to have to run anywhere from a 2:55 to a 2:57 if I want to feel comfortable and feel like I could qualify. So let's see if we can get ourselves a medal of one of these. Let's go. So we're out here on campus, and today I've got a progression run. We're in Norman. We're on OU campus right now. This is normally where I'm at on Wednesdays. We've got a 10-mile progression run. We're gonna go 2-mile warm up, and then we're gonna go straight into pretty much 6-mile progression run. I know it may not seem a lot, but it always is. That's the only thing I can think of is it won't last long. We have 6 miles starting at 6:55, and then we're gonna go pretty much 5 to 7 seconds drop every mile. So we should be finishing maybe in the 6:20s, depending on how everything goes. And then we'll have a 2-mile recovery, and then we'll finish it off. A little muggy outside today. It's about 82. It's just kind of about a dogfight. So we're gonna get after it, and I'm gonna try to take you guys along with me on this one. So I got me a big old light, so that should help me out. But
2 miles about to be down. It's just one of those days where it does feel warm, and the light, everything just feels shaky. Like every time I move my eyes, there's that it has like a shaky, just low blood pressure. Body's not warmed up yet. You feel drowsy. You feel like you could just lay down and go to sleep. It always feels like this probably the first few miles. Not a lot, but this is just one of those days. And 2 miles down. Time to turn it up. Here we go. First mile, 6:57. Next lap, 6:45. The wave is over, we're locked in. A little faster on that one than I wanted to. So we'll try to hit 6:45 one more time. Even ourselves out. Next mile, 6:43. Next mile, 6:32. 2 more. Mile 6, 6:23. 1 more to go. Final mile, 6:17. Whoa, I'm telling you, it makes you pull a lot out on that. I know I got it. I know I can do it. It's just a matter of hanging on. How long can I hang on? That's my biggest problem is mentally I can hang on, physically I can't. And that's exactly what this is kind of gonna help make me do. So that way when I get down to those final 10Ks, I could continue to push. And I can remember training like this. 2 mile cool down. Here's everything on the screen. Oh, good workout. 2 mile cool down. Tomorrow off. I'll see you guys Saturday.
So right now it's Saturday. I didn't really get a chance to really do my run this morning. We had a football game last night and we didn't get back in until about 12:30. Ended up opting out for that. Right now it's 8:30 and it's about 78 degrees right now. I'm gonna go do my 16 miles right now. I'm just gonna do 4-mile loops because right now we're kind of on baby watch at the moment. And I would rather do it early in the morning, but there's no telling when this baby will be here. So I don't wanna wait till tomorrow morning and then, you know, it's go time for the baby and then there's no long run. So I'm gonna try to do it now. And like I said, I'm gonna do a 4-mile loops from my house so that way I can come home and just cool off as best I can, as well as make sure everything is okay. And yeah, we're just gonna take it real nice and easy because even though it feels nice outside, it's gonna heat up really quickly. It'll probably be done around 10:45, and I mean 80 degrees can feel like 90 something degrees real quick. So we gotta make sure that we do this smart, we're safe, and so that way we don't completely zap ourselves even if we have tomorrow off and then Monday just feels, you know, a slow start. So yeah, let's get going. First break, I've got some G1M Sport, a scoop of this, and then I also have some electrolytes, as well as some liquid IV. Liquid IV is always a go-to. And then I got me a honey stinger gel. Normally I'm using carbs fuel, but I also get these when I'm doing something kind of light like this. That's pretty much what I use. And then I have me some applesauce. So I'm gonna take this, fuel up, we're 4 miles in. This is our first stop. And try to cool down. It's getting warm out there, but we're doing okay, and just keep it going.
Take advantage of these sprinklers. Oh yes, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Someone out there's thinking of me. I'll take it. Those 2 miles, basically the death zone. It's 92, feels like 99. 16 miles in the books. Average pace, 8:31. Average heart rate, 147. Was dancing around in the 160s, close to 170 at the end, and that's just running easy miles. And I walked a couple moments because I know I needed to, but do I get to rest? No, I gotta hurry up, jump in the pool, and I gotta go to my son's football fundraiser. And then just more work. That's what makes this feel like it's gonna be amazing.